Chuck Olson starts outside of row number 2. And Dangerous Don, there's got to be a better nickname for Donnie Ishins. The Big E, Donnie Ishins, the 9E starts in the 5th spot. And these guys going 10 laps. And they start right now. Jacobson and Cannon. Olson, Fletcher. Olson gets up into that loose stuff. See, it works on A-Mods just like it does on Mod 4s. They set her down, pump it back up. 3-wheeling, baby. Jacobson, Cannon, Fletcher, and Ishins. For the people that are new, you notice that front left tire, it's not even on the ground. You watch the 9E, he's the best example of it. His front left tire not even on the ground most of the straightaways. Donnie Ishins, been around for a long, long time, and he knows how to wheel that car. Jacobson, the class of the field right now, though, as he leads him around in that 7J car. Cannon, stuck to him like white on rice, let's say. Like second place on first place in this case. And maybe closing the gap just a little bit. He's going to go trying it down low, the 47 of Flying Ryan Cannon. They're 6 inches apart coming out of 4 and down into 3. Cannon still on the inside. Jacobson giving the line to him. He's thinking that outside's working pretty darn well for him. Cannon still with just a nose to the inside of Jacobson, holding him off so far. It'll be halfway home right here. 5 to go for Jacobson, Cannon, and the Big E of Donnie Ishins. Look at the front wheel will stop rolling. I love it when it does that. 3 wide, 2 deep, coming out of turn 4. Gosh, that's pretty. I hope somebody got a picture of it. Ishins, he's like, where do I go? They're 2 wide in front of me. Jacobson and Cannon. Cannon maybe has the lead coming this lap with 3 to go. Flying Ryan Cannon. And Jacobson turns down early, gets right into the right side of Cannon rather. And that's going to cost him as it sent him up the hill just a bit. And Jacobson falls to 3rd. Donnie Ishins, you see him pedaling that machine way down low, and he'll have the inside now on Flying Ryan Cannon. Look at front tires not even turning. The whole rear from turn 1 to turn 3, the front tire never touched the ground on the Big E's car. So fun to see. Ishins, your new leader, coming from 4th place all the way to the front, gets around Cannon as they come under the stripe with 1 to go. Checkered flags will be waving, and it will be the 9E of Donnie Ishins, the Candy Water Conditioning, Wallet Construction, Waste Oil Heaters of St. Cloud, Richmond Tire and Auto, New Adventure of Richmond. 9E car gets the win. Ready to go. 10 laps. Green light coming on now. Jones bringing him down. Cruiser up high. Sabraski down low, and he wiggles it underneath the 05 of Cruiser, who goes up the hill. A little bit of smoke coming out of this Simonson car. And that's engine. That's not tire smoke or anything else. It's coming right out of the side of the motor. And we'll have to keep an eye on that. And these motors are not cheap motors, folks. So hopefully he sees that there's some sort of indication light. If he's running out of oil or antifreeze or something, yeah, he's pulling tear-offs. Stuff's getting on his goggles, on his visor rather. They don't wear goggles in this class. Sabraski down low, and he is hugging the inside nice and tight. And he is your new leader as we come with 7 to go. Jones falls to 2nd. Simonson with his car maybe giving up on him just a little bit. Oh, and there it goes right there. That is a motor, folks. Ouch.
That's an expensive motor.
Yeah, that's way more than what a lot of people drove here tonight for a car that just blew up underneath Ryan Jones, Pruser, and the 7 of Barrett Anders coming down. Jumping out to a big lead early on, 1 lap in. Sobraski with about 8-10 cars over Jones and Cruiser and the 7M machine of Barrett Anders. New car for me. I don't recall seeing Barrett here. Everybody else has been here, though, including that 7A, the West Metro Buick GMC Express ATM Services Modified, who leads them around right now. Jones, he is out of Onamia, Minnesota, and we have an Onamia night coming up here in about 3-4 weeks. That number 69, sponsored by Haley Upholstery, F. Curtis Trucking, Gateway Cafe, Burnix Pepsi, Bud Jones & Sons Auto Salvage, Cars, and Custom Car Crushing. That is the sponsors of that number 69 car. Your 05 car, that's your third place car right now. Mark Pruser, I believe, is from right here in the Brainerd area. Watt Automotive, Negan's Investigation Services, Triangle Drive-In, North Country Janitorial and Supply, Affordable Bail Bonds, Schaefer's Racing Oil, Arpo's in Merrifield, and JDI Signs and Graphics sponsoring your third place car. 1 to go for the Iron Man, the Rice Rocket, Shane Sobraski. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but if Shane is able to make it around 3 and 4 and collect his checkered flags, I think that he's gotten first place in all 3 of his heats tonight. And so he is set up for the 3-peat sweep.
We haven't seen that in a while.
We haven't seen a clean sweep in 3 classes. I don't know that that's been a long time. And so there we go. Get them off the racing surface just a little bit. These guys with their open wheels tend to get into those tires just a little bit. We'll get Easy pulled down to the inside of the track. Cruiser and Jones will be bringing them around. Then it'll be Fletcher, Jacobson, Cannon and Ishins, Sobraski, and Anders, Olson, and Simonson. Well, not Simonson. Olson. Coming to green right now. 20 laps begin right now with Jones on the outside. Good jump down into 1. Cruiser goes way up the hill and gets all crossed up. Jacobson does a good job of staying off of him. The guy that got the short stick there was the dirt man, the 26 of Sean Fletcher's. He had to check way up to stay off of the 05 of Cruiser. Cannon, Ishins, and Sobraski, they're all tied up behind the 05. The 05 drifts high. He keeps it down low, though, off the 26, as the 26 again tries to go around the outside of the 05, and he gets the short stick. Cruiser doing a great job of holding him off. He sticks into that 3rd spot. It's Jacobson and Jones up front. Cannon and Ishins is going to make it 3 wide. No, he thinks better of it, down into 3. Cruiser way up the hill. Cannon rides along with him. He comes back to the bottom. Cruiser will be stuck on the high side as he's going to get freight trained by the 7A, the 26, and possibly the 51. Look at the battles here up front. Jacobson and Jones. Jones is up on the high side. Jacobson's down low. Cannon, Cruiser goes around. That's Fletcher. Oh, and Olson. 19 to go, so lots and lots of A-mod racing to go. Jacobson, Cannon, Jones, your top 3 down into 1. Keeping it pretty well organized there around 1, side by side, except for Jacobson up front. Cannon, they're your 1st and 2nd. Jones, Fletcher's going to try to thread the needle between the 7A and the 69. That doorway closes up, and Fletcher has to back off. The Iceman down low. Jones gets way up into the marbles and hits the fence just a little bit, and he went from battling for 3rd to battling for 6th with the 9E machine. I love how they stay off each other, totally sideways and not touching a bit. Jacobson and Cannon 1 and 2. Sobraski in 3rd spot. Jones up the hill again, and Ishins officially gets by him and into the 5th spot. Look at Jacobson just letting it hang high, wide, and handsome. He's not even trying to get to the bottom of the track. The 7A, he occupies that bottom lane, and he is trying to make some ground on the 47 of Flying Ryan Cannon. Justin Jones maybe have some issue with the car there is he is not a guy that goes backwards very often, but he has quickly got himself into the back of this pack, and that is not like Justin at all. Big push out of the 69 car. All three guys down here, your leaders, Jacobson, Cannon, and Zabrowski, all of them right on the top of the track down in 3 and 4. The 7 and the 47, they go to the top down in 1 and 2. Zabrowski stays to the bottom. The only way you can pass is to do something different than the guy in front of you. Fletcher making up huge ground on the 7A car and maybe going to make a move here with 11 to go. Oh! Gets a little wiggle as he hits jumps the cushion a little bit, gets up, maybe kisses the fence just a little bit. That is the dirt man, Sean Fletcher, in the 26 car. Jacobson and Cannon, they are the class of the field here so far, and Jacobson has been leading every single lap of this race so far. The 7J up top. Cannon trying to reel him in. And down here in 1 and 2, he's really closing the gap. Zabrowski down to the bottom side again, trying to make some ground. Not able to do so yet. He's put a gap on Fletcher, though. And Sean Fletcher trying to reel him back in again. The Iceman Ishans. They're your top 5. And Donnie not able to make up much ground. All of these guys pretty well even. Not anybody making some huge gains on anybody, and that just speaks to the talent of these drivers. Jacobson, Cannon and Zabrowski. Cannon up top, Zabrowski down low, and Shane is really throwing it in to 1 and 3. Makes up a ton of ground, but again, he's on the low side. There's no momentum on the low side, but it is shorter. So pick your poison, shorter or faster. Shorter seems to be making up lots of ground on Cannon. Cannon, married to the top now, is underneath him, is the 7A, and Shane will not be giving up that spot. Now he clears them, and so taking over the second spot is the 7A. The Rice Rocket of Shane Zabrowski. Flying Ryan Cannon, last week's feature winner, falls to third. Jacobson is going to be up top. We got 5 to go last time by, 4 to go as they pass the checker, the finish line right here. Iceman Ishans to the infield, gives up 5th spot to go to the infield there, and he might have some troubles with his car. Jacobson under heavy fire now from the 7A. Puts a little bit of a gap there. Right rear flat tire out of the 9E car. That's the issue there, as it looks like maybe he kissed the wall and got that whole right side of the car pancaked down. Back to the action on the track, the 7A, right to the rear bumper of the 7J. You got to have a 4 or a 7 to run in the top 3 tonight. 7, 7, and 47. Zabrowski, way to the outside. I don't know that he even lifted going into 3 right there. 1 to go, and new leader, the Rice Rocket, the Iron Man, out of Rice, Minnesota. The West Metro Buick GMC Express ATM Services, A-Mod, to the point, and he's on the lap that counts. The checkered flags waving high, and Shane goes 1 for 3 tonight in his feature races. Jacobson runs a brilliant race for 19 laps and comes up 1 spot short, and then Flying Ryan Cannon gets the 3rd spot, and the Dirt Man, the 26, Sean Fletcher, comes home in the 4th spot. Great race by all of our top 4 drivers. But pulling in to the Flame Tech Brainerd Lakes Detail Center modified winner's circle, it is the West Metro Buick GMC Express ATM Services, the Rice Rocket, number 7A. And we'll get Shane out of the car. He was going for the super clean sweep, wins all his heats, wins all his features, but does not get that done tonight, as he got 1 of the 3 features. There's Shane out of the car. Outstanding team. Brainerd Lakes. Katie's like, hey now. Axel's down there. Our junior fans are down there. Laura's down there. That is our Brainerd Lakes Detail Flame Tech Modified Winner Circle. Good job, Shane.